Hi everybody, this is Soraya Kaufman again. I am going to show you my third technology tool. It's actually more for teachers than it is for student use. This is something that I use all the time and it's called Better Lesson. Um, it is just a database for teachers and what teachers can put in and use. Some of it is older, but for me I have a curriculum that is really never um, doesn't change a whole bunch. It's just how we teach it. That's what it changes. Um, I am going to go ahead and log in. I'm going to pause it for just a second. So this is what it looks like. Sorry, I had three emails and three passwords, and it takes a while for me to remember which one goes where. I believe that this would go with IST ET3D, model and facilitate effective use of current emerging tools to connect, analyze, evaluate, and the use of information to support research and learning. So this is something that I use almost on a daily basis at school. I go here to Better Lessons, click on it. They have browse standards, so you can actually go through and pick out lessons that other teachers have shared. I'm going to go ahead and I don't see, oh, this is for mathematics for ELA. I'm going to go to the next generation science. So I'm going to go to physical science middle school. Um, and these lessons that teachers share are pertaining to that specific standard. One thing I like to go to is specific teachers because these guys are actually working on their national certification, a lot of these. And if you see there's a master's teacher's lessons and then a community lessons, I'm going to go through both of those. But this person and I use Mr. Otto's lessons quite a bit, and I do acknowledge that she's the one who made him up. Um, so you have all of these things, and if you notice that they have to teach a lot of stuff in the junior high level, and sometimes they don't get to see them but 2, 3 times a week. So if we go to cells and organelles, I have used these before, and this is a really good one. Um, we have the teacher, she gets the organelles, she has the complete use of things that you use, and then the introduction, read more. And so this is more of a way to catalog, excuse me, your lessons and get feedback from other teachers and share with other teachers. And it's a pretty cool thing. Um, when this started, this was 2011 when I started using this website. Um, and so they have a community. Now, some of these are, they are not the master teachers here. And some school people, you can tell at their schools really having them do it. Some people, it's not so much. It's just an organizational tool for them. So let's say that I have Lewis Dot. This is actually how I found it. I saw that it was a Lewis Dot diagram. These were free. And I'm trying to find the gentleman that I use a lot, but I'm not going to take a lot of time. So you can go here, you can get the worksheet. Sometimes they have a PowerPoint. You download it. You can, right now I'm just sampling it. I can download this PowerPoint that's going down here. I can pull it up. Okay, it's bouncing. I'm not going to go through this here, but I just want to show you. And it's kind of a good thing to see where other teachers are teaching and what they're teaching and how they're doing it. And so this is this gentleman's lesson. And I make sure that if I use somebody else's, that I give them the credit, because then it's just copywriting. And then I'm going to go back, or this, it's a lady, Miss Garrett's. And then you have her do now work. Here's her lesson plan. And this looks like it's a guided notes. So it's a really good idea to find out what you're doing, what other teachers are doing, and to get worksheets if you kind of need to fill in that time. One thing I did, so I have my curriculum here. I did this for a little while. I've had this, and it was really cool because our teachers or our principal required lesson planning, and we had to send that. So I would do my lesson planning, and then I can share it, and I just sent them the link of my lesson plan. So then I didn't have to worry about sending 2 lesson plans and what I was going to do. I had it there, and actually the kids can look at this, even though kids really don't like doing that, because it's just basically teacher talk. These were 2 classes that I was teaching at the time, and I'm at Hope Street right there, and then I had that. But these are my favorites. These are the lessons that I keep coming back to, so that if I don't have to go headhunt, because I do teach classes, I teach one class, the same class each semester. It doesn't carry on. This is the gentleman that I really liked and I followed quite a bit. Very, very successful teacher. And actually looking at his, I learned a lot on how to teach chemistry and some of the ins and outs that I needed to do. You have your likes. This is favorited. I can share. And there is a way that if you do not want either A, students to find it, or B, people to use your work without permission, you can block it. So I'm just going to go here, and there's a helper. It's just a really cool thing. I do think that this also promotes, I had the other standard, ISTE T1A, promotes, supports, models creative and initiative thinking. Because it also, as me as a teacher, I see, I'm going to go to biology. Exactly the person that I wanted to have. I get to see her work and the nature of science, and I get to see one of the first lessons that we do teach. I've used this example of a thing, but then I've modified it. This cup challenge. So not necessarily taking their ideas and using their lesson plans, because it usually doesn't work if somebody else uses a different or another person's lesson plans. But what it does do is it gives teachers idea on how to conduct an experiment or some really cool different experiments. Now on that same topic, just as a helpful tool too, when I'm in a bind, if I don't feel well and I have to call in the morning, there is a website that I use. And so it's right here. This is another teacher submitted work classroom. So the teacher submitted, you have, this is moviesheets.com. I go to chemistry. They show you all these different types. Now, most of them, almost 95% of them, you can find on YouTube. And it goes right here, and you download the worksheet. And there you go. And there you go. And aluminum's amazing. It's the coolest metal. Just recycle your clans, please, please, please. Thank you. And I'll submit the next two. Have a good day.